All right, it's Friday night. It's time for another Skull Bro show. Hope everybody had a good week. We'll get some of this stuff in Rumble taken care of in the background real quick while we let the music play. I'm going to get this bowl packed up. MRE got called into work tonight, so we will be doing. I think we're going to split the news up as I do sometimes when MRE can't join. So I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of links for tonight. I think we're going to split them up, and we'll do maybe half of the weird news stuff that I had planned for tonight, and then we'll just dip over and watch the movie. But we'll still hang out and have a good show here for a little while. Like I said, let me go ahead and get this stuff taken care of in the background real quick while we let the music play for a minute. Give a little while, see if anybody wants to show up. Let's get this stuff on Rumble. I hate that you have to do this stuff on Rumble every time with everything beforehand, like on YouTube. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but that's all right. It only takes a minute. There we go. Let's get that in there. Do that one. And that. There we go. That should do it. And then we'll get ready to roll. We'll start getting this. Yep, there we go. All good. Now let's get this bowl packed up. What's up, Nikki? What's up, Tommy? Yeah, Smoke, you got me. Yeah, pack it up, man. Get it ready. That's what I'm getting ready to do right now. Actually, I got to finish this one off real quick. And we'll get that tapped out, and we'll get another one going. Oh, you fucking pain in the ass. With State Farm Home Insurance. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. No one cares about your stupid bullshit. Gotta get something else going on, though. Yeah, why not? There we go. That's fine. Let the Ramones play a little bit in the background. All right, let's get this thing packed up. We'll get these links pulled up. We'll get into some weird news for the week. We've got plenty of weird shit going on. The world never lets us down week to week for all of the months that we've been on here doing this show. Never run out of weird news. People are always doing super trashy fucking things, very odd things. But we've always got plenty of funny stuff to talk about. And then throughout the week, stuff to pull up and show you right. Yeah, that's weird, Tom. Tommy says YouTube's messed up every chat I go into. Says I'm not subbed for a few minutes. Yeah. You know, I was hearing that last week, too, that some people were saying that they weren't able to type right away. So I've got it set to subscribers only, you know, and it's like 5 minutes if you're not a sub. You got to sub, and you got to wait 5 minutes. So that's what's up, Carol. Pluckers, what's going on? Yeah, hopefully they'll get that figured out. You know, we'll see. YouTube's a cesspool and wholly un-American anymore, so we'll see what happens. What's up, JS? Always good to see you, bro. Like I was saying earlier, MRE got called into work. He needs the hours, so we're going to hold it down. An absolutely ridiculously long list of weird shit happened this week. I had so many news stories planned for this week, so I'm going to save half of them for next week, as I usually do. And this really only happened, like, I think, in the last close to 2 years, I think. We've been doing this show. Yeah, MRE's only been able to not join us maybe like 3 times, 4 times. Oh, that's weird, JS. Yeah, I have it set to 5 minutes. Whenever I put these shows in, I always set it to subscribers only in 5 minutes. For at least 5 minutes, you know. But yeah, that's good, I guess. Since you guys are already subbed, it made you wait 10 seconds. It's still stupid. They shouldn't be doing that. I'm pain in the fucking ass. Yeah, get this.
I moved from Dallas.
Fuck off. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to buy your dumb shit. Get this bowl finished up, and then we'll kick in. We'll just rock right into some of this news for the week. And when we get done with that, we'll head over to watch The Hangover Part 3. I finished, I figured why the fuck not. Originally, I was planning for us to watch it with MRE, but like I said, he got called into work. Normally, I would switch it up. I know this is a movie that he's been looking for. I mean, I don't know. I guess, yeah, I think he was looking forward to seeing it. But I know he will watch it. And unfortunately, I didn't hear from him until like an hour ago, and I did not have enough time to prepare another movie instead. Last time he wasn't able to make it, and I knew he wanted to see the movie. I had enough time. I think he let me know in the afternoon. I was able to, switch it up. So we're gonna still watch The Hangover Part 2 tonight. I'm looking forward to watching it with everybody. Everyone's series. So I figured, fucking, why not? Let's just go ahead and finish it up. It's the last one. Yeah, and it's got a slightly different spin on it too. The first two, share the theme of, somebody's getting married. They have the bachelor party, right? Oxygen, liquid, need drink. Oh, there we go. That's some pink lemonade. Need that shit too. Ooh, man. But yeah, so the first two have that same common theme, right? Someone's getting married, they have a bachelor party. They get ridiculously blackout, screwed up, right? We all figured out, found out it's because they got drugged. And then they have, an insane night where they just don't remember anything, right? And then they have to solve everything the next day. This third one has a completely different kind of a thing going on. I think everyone's going to really enjoy it. I'm pretty sure everyone else will be into it. It's very, very funny, just like the rest of them. And they keep the same cast, which is always a bonus. Really, for me, it's like the deal breaker. I don't like when movies have sequels and they don't keep the same actors and actresses. You know what I mean? It fucking bothers me. All right, let me go to a super crazy long list of articles for the night. Some of these I definitely want to make sure we look at with MRE next week. So let me look through these real quick, and I'll start pulling some up one at a time instead of just going straight through them like I normally do. Let's see. Yeah, this one's pretty weird. Oh yeah, this shit's crazy. Let me pull this one up. Here we go. Like I said, we're just going to jump straight into the news this week. Since MRE can't join us, we're not going to just be sitting around bullshitting and talking and stuff, right? Like we normally do. So we're just going to jump straight into the news this week and do about half of it, and then we'll head over for the movie. What's up, mailman Nick? The movies jam you up sometimes. That's a bummer, man. All right, hang on. Let me get this pulled up. Here we go. Yeah, this shit's being slow tonight, too. It's the interwebs, man. It's all being used for fucking porn. Yeah, this shit's crazy, though, man. Australian woman wakes up in the middle of the night, thinks one of her two dogs, like, curled up with them on the bed, right? So doesn't trip right away. But then she kind of, like, starts to scoot around, and wakes up and looks over and tells her, don't fucking move. You have a giant snake on you, right? Holy shit. So she stays perfectly still. They went their first crazy, but it makes sense. They're really smart. First of all, let's get the dogs out of the room real quick, right? Because once the dog dogs figure out there's a snake, or when it starts moving, there's going to be, you know, who knows what's going to happen. The dogs are probably going to get hurt, right? And even if they get a hold of the snake, there's going to be blood everywhere, they figure. This is all in the story. I'm just summarizing this for you real quick. But yeah, so they get the dogs out of the room. And then the snake is obviously like on top, right? She's underneath the blanket and the sheet. So she slowly starts to like creep over out from underneath onto the floor. Once they did see, now, once she got onto the ground, that was really smart. But I think they should have just automatically scooped that stuff in the blanket and in the sheet, right? And just like tied a fucking knot and bitch outside and called animal control or whatever you want to do. But instead, these easy bastards, she gets out from underneath there, the snake's on the bed, and they just grab some shit and like slowly start to kind of like coax it until it goes out their window on its own. I think that's nuts. But crazy shit. 8 foot on her chest while she was sleeping, and she woke up to her. Don't move. Don't freak. There's a giant fucking snake on top of you. Tommy says just grab it. If you're comfortable with grabbing a hold of an 8-foot python, bro, and getting it done, do it, bro. Right? Like, I'm of the opinion it should have been wrapped up in the blanket and the just where I'm at with it, right? I think as soon as she hit the ground and got out from underneath that thing, that they should have automatically tied the fucking blanket and the sheet up into a knot and taken it outside, and then whatever from there, right? But hey, I mean, if you're down to grab a fucking python and take care of business, then all the power in the world to you, bro. What's up, Carmelo? Always good to see you, man. Hope you're well. Hope you're doing all right, man. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Leave a comment. Let us know what you would do. You know, I'm very curious. Everybody that's out there listening right now, I'm very curious what you would do. Would you grab a hold of it, right? Would you try and grab it like when you see on TV shows and stuff like they're on fucking clips on YouTube? Grab it right behind the head, and then they like grab the body. This is an 8-foot pipe. You know, would you do like I said, just like cover it up in the blanket and stuff, tie it up? Or would you just get out of the room and call animal control? Let me know in the comments when you're listening to this. I'm very curious. I almost poll on that one. Yeah. Tommy says he's comfortable. Well, some people work with snakes. You know, with snakes, and you've been around them, or maybe that makes sense to me, bro. Right? Tommy says, "Yeah, I am." That's why I say so. He's comfortable with that. He also doesn't expect anyone else to, though, right? So I understand that. But yeah, if you're comfortable with it, grab it by all means, right? But I am curious, people. Leave a comment. Let me know what you would do or what you would have done in that situation. All right, let's see. That one's on next door. Let's see. Let's see here. Why not? Let's go ahead and do this one. This is one of the ones I was going to save till next week. Let's just go ahead and do it because this is fucking weird stuff. Super weird. I guess I can just read this one because there's no like pictures or anything like that. Let me yeah, there's no pictures, so I guess I can just read this one. Let me go ahead and take this one down real quick. My friend has mini snakes, and his big ones eat full chickens and stuff like that. That's crazy, man. Yeah, that's wild, bro. Wild, man. It's being slow tonight. It's fucking pissing me off. All this stuff's being slow tonight. It's taking forever. What's up, B1? Yeah, MRE can't join us tonight, man. He's catching some extra hours at work tonight. But yeah, this fucking weird ass dude, he's 23 years old, named Frantz. It's literally Frantz. So like Franz. Yeah, either way, 23 years old. He crept into a hospital in Fort Myers, Florida, old lady's room, because it says on a person age 65 or older. So this 23-year-old dude goes into a hospital, creeps into this old lady's room, and starts sucking on her toes, dude. He's being charged with where's it at? Battery on a person age 65 or older. He's obviously protesting, saying he would never do such a thing, insisting that the incident was just a huge misunderstanding. Security came and got him. He says, "I'm not that type of dude." He said he'd been working as a sitter to keep track of a different patient in the same room. He said that the patient who accused him misinterpreted what was happening when he innocently brushed against her toe while trying to recover his dropped phone. Bullshit. Dude, somebody's going to know whether or not you just accidentally hit their toe and you bend down, or if you got their toes in your mouth, bro. Come on. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah, he goes on to explain. It's like, it's fucking stupid. Yeah, wow, that's gross, man. I hope that that's not really what was happening, right? Like, they don't have a direct witness to it. I guess it's going to come down to what each one of them says. I'm looking to see if there's another instance, or if somebody else might have saw it. Oh, okay. So the old lady says that it happened 3 different times, and that it wasn't a coincidence. It wasn't just once. That's so fucking weird and gross, man. And I guess the guy's mom, well, he's 23, he's not a kid, but his mom got involved and started giving statements and stuff, saying, "My son doesn't suck on old ladies' toes." Imagine this happening. Oh my God. Like, you work for the paper, right? Or you work for a fucking news outlet, and you have to deal with this bullshit, listen to some old lady screaming about her son sucking on another old lady's toes. That shit is gross, man. This world's a mental asylum, and it's on fire. It's literally on fire. Here, let's do this one too. Let's open this one. All right, here we go. People are fucking whacked out of their minds, man. Who would do such a thing? I really hope that he didn't suck on that old lady's toes. But 3 different times she's saying he did it. It's like, but did you report the first 2, or did you just wait until it happened so many times you couldn't stand it anymore? You know, unfortunately, it doesn't have that many specifics in there. But I am curious. All right, here we go. This is super weird, man. I can't even believe this kind of conduct. This is one of those things where we've said in the past, like, this person's gone through their entire adult life, right? And they've been doing everything the right way, and then for some reason, just one day they do some dumb shit. That's the way this article makes this seem. I don't see how it could be any other way, because we're talking about a judge, right? This guy's a judge in Bermuda. He was reprimanded for making inappropriate comments during a murder trial, right? Including telling one of the witnesses that his testimony was making him horny. The judge said this shit in open court. He told the fucking witness that the testimony they were giving was making him horny. That shit is gross, dude. He said it in open court during the trial. I just want to reiterate that one more time. Wow. Judge Carlisle Greaves, who was a junior Supreme Court justice, in August, was presiding over a murder trial in July when he made his remarks. So, okay, so he fucking retired a month later. That makes a lot of sense. But he was what did it say? Junior Supreme Court Justice in Bermuda. Like, that's what I'm talking about when I say to you, like, this person has gone their whole life, and especially in this one, like, to a pretty high position, I would say, right? You would think someone like this would have to have like exemplary conduct and respect for people and themselves. Wow. For some reason, just this one day, you decide, fuck it, today's the day I'm going to tell everybody I'm a freak. Yeah, somebody was being tried for a shooting. I guess, and this is even weirder because it sounds like it was a gay triangle, a gay love triangle, right? So these two guys had shared a few of this, it says. And one was the driver, and they were calling each other faggot in the middle of trial and talking shit to each other, calling themselves pussies. But they were telling stories about like they had shared multiple partners and the guy was being graphic, telling the sex stories, and the judge told him that his testimony was making him horny. That's insane. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but you hear things about like mistrial and like, right, we've covered some different celebrity stuff. You would think that that's grounds for something, right? Like you'd have to demand a new judge or like, I mean, I don't know the law. Again, we're also talking about Bermuda. I guess I should remember that. But either way, dude, a fucking junior Supreme Court justice, that's nuts, man. You would think that you should be able to get a new trial or a new judge. Yeah, Mickey Griggs says, I'm not putting no toes in my mouth unless I just washed them real good. Yeah, man, I'm good on feet, right? I'm good on feet. Yeah, David James says horny must be a legal term in Bermuda. Yeah, it's a legal term for he fucking retired 1 month later. Yeah. Wow. Wow, man. What a freak. What a freak. All right, let's see. What else should we pull up here? I want to save that one for next week. That one too. All right, let's do this one. Let's pull this one up. Let's have a conversation about this because this is definitely weird news. Definitely fucking odd things out in the world that I just do not understand at all. Yeah, this is from November. All right, hang on. All right, let's get this pulled up. Get out of it, dude. Nobody cares. Nobody wants your fucking stupid product. All right, let's see. Here we go. All right, so check this out. Imagine this, right? Let me get a sip of my drink. Imagine you're going to go grocery shopping. Like, you think to yourself, it would be pretty fucking awesome if I could, go grocery shopping naked and have my gross, dirty parts out around everything that everybody's going to buy, right? How many stories have we seen in the time we've been doing the show? People that do the most gnarly things in the grocery store to food. They rub things, put things, horrific shit that we don't even want to really talk about again, right? Until it comes up again on our show, and one of these freaks in one of these states does something else gross or repeats the actions of somebody else, does the same thing over again. But in either case, right, this place is a new grocery store in Miami. And here's the thing that kills me, right? It's illegal to be nude in public, right? So you have to drive to this place, go inside, and instead of just grabbing a shopping cart and going about your business, you're going to go inside and then you're going to take off all of your clothes, then grab a cart, then stroll around and pick out your products, putting them in the cart. I guess hopefully trying to look everybody else in their eye, right? But let's also be honest about who's probably going to be going in this place. It's the same thing as like nude beaches and shit like that, right? There's nobody out there but gross, hairy, old fucking dudes with their dicks out trolling for bitches, right? That's all it is, man. It's straight up. There's even when you like, we've seen articles about this stuff and like the nudist colonies, they call them. Really, they're just like clubs, right? Private clubs and stuff like that. But everybody's a nudist there. It's old people, right? Couples, old people. That's insane. That's insane. So you're going to go drive to a store, go inside, take off all your clothes, right? Do your shopping, pay for stuff. Then you have to put all your clothes back on so that you can go outside and bring your shit home. Hope the store doesn't have a fish market. It's gonna have all that stuff, dude. It's called Nude. It's in Miami. This is from November. Literally, this is only a couple months old. I just came across it though. Unreal though. That shit's nuts to me. I do not understand anything about that. I don't understand like that's super fucking weird, man, to have these extra steps of taking off your clothes just so you can shop and then put your clothes back on to leave, right? And again, why do you want to be in there naked? Is it because you want to see everybody else naked? Are you a fucking perv, right? Do they have rules about like you can't deliberately stare down at a woman's junk, or the other way around? If you're some fucking Ricky Yoon, you can't just like stare at dudes' junk, right? Think about that shit. Or like, what happens if somebody goes in there and turns into a sundial, right? Let's be fucking right. Some old dude sees either he's a Rick Yoon and sees some other fucking Rick Yoon, or maybe he sees some old lady that turns him on. He's took his Viagra, right? He turns into a sundial. Then what? Automatically have to throw them out, right? Do you have to leave immediately? What's the rules in this place? That shit's gross, man. That shit is foul. I don't understand why else you'd want to be around other people naked while you shop unless you was a perv, right? I don't understand that. Weird, man. All right, hang on. Let me find the next one we're going to take a look at here. All right, let's see. Oh, all right. Why not? We can take a look at this. This is some trash to put on blast for sure. So we can do this one. Hang on. Give me a second to pull it up. Oh, really? You're going to make me do this bullshit? Prove that you are a human. Fucking hate this stupid shit. Come on, man. All right, hang on. Let me see if there's a better picture in the actual article. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I can pull it. That's fine.
Every late night, every dollar earned with Relay. See your cash flow clarified. Every account, every move, instantly visible. Real-time dashboard.
All right, we'll pull that one up and we'll just read it from the other one. That's fine. That's being a pain in the fucking ass, what that's doing. And I hate these commercials. All right. Here we go. Let's pull this one up. Okay, cool. Gross, disgusting fucking human being right here. Oh, come on. Really? What a pain in the ass. Here we go. Yeah, woman defecates towards officers during an arrest at a Fort Walton Beach, Florida massage parlor. This shit is a 55-year. So look at this. 55-year-old massage parlor employee was arrested for battery, but not before allegedly defecating towards officers. Her name is Fang. It's amazing, is what that is. Fang. I bet she hangs Fang on a wang on the daily, bro. I bet she hangs a Fang on the wang daily. She became aggressive during a routine health inspection at Palms of Emerald Coast Massage Parlor. Wang began yelling at a Department of Health employee and attempted to force them out of the business. Probably because people are in there getting old fashions and shit. You know what I mean? Love you long time type shit. Wang began yelling at them. Officers responded to the incident. When officers stepped in to detain Wang, she reportedly started defecating towards officers to evade arrest. That's a hell of a way to try and evade arrest, to turn around, drop your pants and stuff. And when I guess she was spraying shit, right? If it's otherwise, how it would be towards, I mean, I don't know, right? If it's towards them, it sounds like it was a projection, right? As if it had a trajectory. This investigation was a follow-up in relation to a search warrant previously served when it was under the name Blue Bay Massage and Spa, where Wang was present during each investigation. Okay, so it's had a few names, and each time it's been investigated. Right, because they're in there giving old fashions and fucking blowing old fat dudes in their golf pants, right? No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And 55-year-old hang a fang on a Wang. Check this bitch out. That's gross, man. You're like literally the bottom trash of humanity. You shit at people. And even if it wasn't like a trajectory type situation, even towards them or around them, that's absolutely disgusting. What's up, National Jones? Insane. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely fucking disgusting. Trash. Yeah, let's do this one. Why not? This shit's super weird. These fucking ads out here. I hate this shit. All right. Let's get this next one pulled up. Oh, wrong button. David James. I was saying she was laying down in oil slicks to make her escape. Yeah, that's super fucking gross, man. What a horrible thing to have to put up with as a cop. You go, you just going in there and having to deal with those people, knowing that it's probably just like you couldn't. If you turned on a black light in that place, you wouldn't want to step inside there or touch anything. That's for real, right? Yeah, Kremel says projectile pooping is an art. Yeah, that's this gross, man. Absolutely disgusting human being. Absolutely disgusting human being. All right, let's get this next one pulled up. Grab my drink too. Let me turn this music up for a minute. So I can repack my bowl. For a small intermission, folks. While RatTrap packs the bowl, man. Listen to the Ramones while I smoke weed for a minute. Smoke it if you got it. Join me. What else you got to do? It's Friday night. Skullbro Show, weird news, trash on blast. Might as well drink if you don't smoke. Have a drink if you can have one. If you don't do any of that, you're just going to have to wait for me. Nice. Needed that one. All right. So, 23-year-old man from Zhangzhou, Changshu, China's Henan province, Henan, right? I don't know if how you're supposed to fucking pronounce that shit. And let's just say China. A 23-year-old man in China from the Henan province had to endure excruciating pain after falling for a traditional remedy he found online. He inserted a 5 centimeter long. Oh, come on, dude. He inserted a live leech into his bladder. Come on, bro. It's unclear how the young, misguided man came across the bizarre folk remedy, but what we do know is that he was so convinced of its miraculous effects that he went out of his way to find and buy a live leech. After finally getting his hands on a little bloodsucker, the man known only as Shang, he followed online instructions and proceeded to insert the invertebrate through his urethra, dude. Come on. I mean, I knew this was kind of how else would it get there, right? But oh my god, dude. I'm rubbing my eyes for a minute because this is horrendous. This shit is fucking horrendous, man. After following online instructions, inserted the live leech into his bladder through the urethra. This resulted in an obstruction, obviously, that caused him pain and made it impossible for him to urinate. The leech did not remain there. It crawled its way into his bladder, where it attached to the walls of the sensitive organs and began releasing anticoagulants. Holy shit. He was in such excruciating pain that he had no choice but to report to the emergency room of a local hospital. Obviously, dude. And then the doctors there were shocked to hear his explanation. They did an ultrasound, confirmed that it was indeed there in his bladder. They prepared for an emergency surgery to remove the parasite to save the man's life. What a fucking mook. As that the surgery itself carries risks and can cause secondary damage to the urethra and bladder. So just surgery can leave behind long-term suffering, such as chronic pain, urinary dysfunction, recurrent infections, and urethral stricture. That's nuts, man. Bump, right? Holy crap. What a fucking mook. What a fucking mook. Yeah, National Jones says these things those fucking things cling on like crazy. Yeah, man. Jason says, why? What in the hell is going on with these idiots? I know, man. I know. It's insane. Do me a favor, if you click the like button. Appreciate it. If you're out there listening and you're not in the chat, do me a favor and click the like. It helps out. We're a small show. Give us a sub if you're not subbed already. If you're over on Rumble and you're listening, do us a favor. Same thing. Click the like button over there. Give us a sub if you're not subbed yet. Goes a long way. We're a small channel. But yeah, I can't imagine any part of this, right? It says that he found this like bizarre folk remedy online, and he actually went out and bought a 5 centimeter long live leech, and he shoved it up his pee hole. Fuck, man. And then he couldn't pee because it was in there blocking, and then it crawled its way slowly into his bladder and attached there and was releasing anticoagulants. That shit is fucking crazy, man. Unbelievable. All right, let's see what else we've got going on here. And why not? Let's do this one. I was going to do this one also. We've got to do some of these, though. So, hang on. We'll pull this next one up, too. All right, there we go. Nope. Music only, no ads, YouTube. Fuck off. Yeah, Jason, exactly, dude. Like, what do you think is gonna happen, right? Like, I get it. Like, it said it was some weird folk remedy, but you have to have common sense, man. That's why I started right there at the beginning of that, which sounds like you are, like any reasonable human, but definitely you did too. Um, no part of that, right? I went through it from the beginning. The beginnings, it's like every single step of that. There's no reasoning through it, right? It just doesn't make fucking sense. Okay, I'm gonna put a leech in my pee hole. Okay, how do we retrieve this leech, right? What is it supposed to do? You're not thinking about this, man. Yeah, it's gonna crawl up into your body, and then what? Fucking born mook, man. Yeah, National Jones says when I was a kid, we went hunting for frogs and stuff. Sometimes you would get leeches on your leg. It's hard to pull them off. We use salt. I've heard that, yeah, that you can use salt, or you can like ticks use matches and shit like that too. Yeah, unreal, man. Unreal. People are fucking born with something wrong with them. I don't understand how you're that gullible. Woman files complaint against husband because he concealed the fact that he was bald. This shit is nuts, man. An Indian woman has filed a police complaint against her husband of 2 years, claiming that she was deceived about his physical appearance. That shit's nuts, man. Yeah, recently filed a police complaint against her husband and 4 in-laws. So she filed a police complaint against her husband for lying and 4 of her in-laws, I guess, for supporting the lie, right, or not telling her. Allegedly, she was deceived when she agreed to marry her spouse in 2024. Among her accusations, the woman claims that she was promised a man with lush, healthy hair, but married a bald man wearing a wig. That's amazing, is what that is. But yeah, I mean, that's like breaking a contract, right? If you got to see her point. Let's see. The wife claims that she was deceived, with him and his family concealing various details about his physical appearance, education, and financial status. Yeah, so it sounds like she got fucking shit on. After the marriage, I also found out that my husband had only passed class 12. He also lied that his income was 20,000. Okay, so he lied about his income and his education. And when she agreed to marry this person, she was promised a man with thick hair, but she later learned that her spouse was bald and was wearing a patch to conceal his lack of hair. The woman is also alleging that her husband assaulted her during a trip abroad and pressured her to bring marijuana from Thailand to India. Okay, well, whatever. We're not going to get into all that. That shit's crazy, man. So I'm guessing this sounds like an arranged marriage, right? And they lied to her about who it was. So that's super fucked up. So I hope she wins her lawsuit. I don't know. I mean, I guess you should just get a divorce, right? I guess that's where I'm at with that, right? Why not? Why even sue him? Do it. Yeah, file your police complaint, get a lawyer, divorce the guy under the fact that these false pretenses, right? Those are your reasons. She stated them clearly. Be done. Be done. Sue him there. And in those court proceedings, just get it done, man. Get the fuck away from that guy and his family. What'd they think? Oh, she'll just be stuck then. She'll deal with it. Like, that's fucked up. Oh, yeah, he's got amazing hair. Guys like remember that fucking dude that they'd put on all the romance novels back in the day? Leader of Shinies, right? Or the Shinies, the cult that's in that movie. He played their leader. That's just hilarious, man. Let's see. We'll do like just a couple more, and then I think we'll head over to watch our movie. Let's see. We'll save that one for next week. Let's do this one. Come on. Yeah, this shit's fucking super bizarre. I don't even know why you would. We're gonna have to read. I didn't read all the way through this article, so we're gonna have to read through this one a little bit together and figure out what the fuck this is about. This has got some Weekend at Bernie vibes, man. I remember that's why I saved this one, because this was like full on Weekend at Bernie shit. Let's see. Let's close this other one out. Man tries to blight at a popular vacation destination with his dead wife in a wheelchair. Like, what the fuck, man? An elderly man allegedly attempted to board a flight at Tenerife South Port with his wife in a wheelchair, who's unresponsive and not breathing. So this is full on like Weekend at Bernie shit. Let's see why this happened. The man tried to pass through a metal detector, treating his unresponsive wife as though she was just another passenger. Security personnel noticed that the woman's condition, discovering she was not breathing and her body temperature was alarmingly low. So she was like way dead, right? She didn't just die in there. She was dead. Spanish news outlets report that the husband initially stated his wife had passed away several hours earlier within the airport. The man was subsequently arrested on site, and an investigation into the circumstances of the woman's death is underway. I doubt he killed her. He was probably just trying to get her home, is what I'm guessing. The island, part of the Canary Islands, is a popular spot for. Who gives a fuck about any of this stuff? What are you telling us? I just want to know, like, if he's what is he charged with, or like. All right, that was a bunch of nothing. So let's just hope for the okay. Fine, maybe they were in the airport for a really long time. She died. He was trying to get her body. But either way, man, I'm pretty sure they would have flown your wife home, dude. Right? If you died, you don't have to make that exact flight. On the other hand, too, right? If we're thinking about this reasonably, I'm just going along with the fact the old guy, maybe he was freaked out, right? Maybe he wasn't thinking. Probably he's 80 years old, right? We have to be fair. And that's why I'm starting with that one, which is like, okay, the guy was freaked out. He didn't know what to do. He figured, fuck it, I'll just get her on the plane. I'll get her home somehow. He went Weekend at Bernie style about it. Wasn't the right choice, wasn't the best choice. He could have just told them, hey, my wife passed, right? They're obviously going to have to go through a few more days of stuff before you can fly home. You're not going to make that flight, right? But you wouldn't have ended up arrested. The key part of the story. That's the takeaway from that. It's the way you could have done it without getting arrested. At 80 years old, I doubt you had to like rush home for any important shit, right? Unless it was like a heart surgery or something like that. Let's see if there's any movies I want to do tonight, or if I just want to save the rest of these till next week. Yeah, I think that's all of them that we're gonna. I'm gonna save the rest of these for next week when MR a bunch of these that I definitely want to talk about with him. Let me take this one down here. And we are going to be heading. You know what? Let me get the link. It's in. Do I have it in here? Let me see. Let me grab this link real quick. Did I save that one? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. All right, cool. Yeah, so I just put the link back in the chat. It's also in the description. of this video. Anybody that's out there that's not in the chat right now, you're just listening. If you want to come watch The Hangover Part 3 with us on Rumble, just grab the link out of the description or out of the community tab of this channel. We're going to be heading over there here in just a few minutes. Not right away. Here in a few minutes, though. Need to pull out some articles and stuff like that. But yeah, click the button if you haven't already. If you're just kind of coming in and you're listening and you haven't done that for us, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Do this every Friday night at 10:30. We do the weird news. MRE will be back next week. He just was catching some extra hours while they were offering him to him, right? So yeah, everybody knows how that goes, man. It's like you might as well get them when you can get them, right? I don't always offer you those extra hours, man. You got to get that money when you can get that money. Yeah, we wish him all the best this week. But he'll be back next week. We'll have undoubtedly a long list of weird news again next week because I saved half of them from this week. I'm sure the world will still be on fire as we kind of come back into next Friday. I don't know if we're going to do a movie on Wednesday or not. I will talk to MRE. We will see what happens. That's always like a you never know day, as people that have been around for a while know. It just matters whether or not our schedules line up and if we're both free on Wednesday. So I'm not sure if we'll be back Wednesday or not, but we will be back next Friday for another Skull Bro show, 10:30, same as always. We'll have, like I said, plenty of weird news to go through, plenty of trash to put on blast. I've got some funny ass videos that I'm saving until next week. That's part of what I was saving this week. I've got some crazy videos that are hilarious. I've got a couple videos that are pretty fucking shocking too, that we're going to watch next week. So that'll be a lot of fun. If you've been coming through on Rumble and watching the Hangover series with us, I know everyone's been enjoying that. Then definitely come over, click that link. Like I said, it's in the chat. It's in the description of this video here. It's also on the hang on. Yeah, it's also on the community tab of this channel. So yeah, click that link, man. Come over to Rumble, watch The Hangover Part 3. It is absolutely hilarious. It's got a different spin. It is very funny. Has the same cast. Good stuff. We're gonna have a good time. So I appreciate everybody that came through tonight. It's always good seeing all of you. Everybody's always funny. Gives me a chance to kind of hang around and smoke a couple bowls and look at all the weird shit that's going on in the world. Like I said, and like I always say, the world is a mental asylum and it is on fire. Make no mistake about it. But yeah, so I'm going to head over to Rumble, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll get it started and I'll put on some music and I'm going to grab a smoke, I think, real quick. And then we'll literally be into the movie here in about 10 minutes. So everybody click that link, join me over there, and I'll see you soon.